Chelsea Brown,
Madison Bozeman,
Morgan Egerton,
Jennifer Fisher,
Jessica Swindle,
Kayla Watson,
Paige Harwell.
Courtney Lowry.
Good evening. My name is Paige Odom. It's April 22nd, 2013 at 8:30 p.m. Imagine this. You're driving down the interstate and you realize you get a text from your mom. You look down for a split second and bam, you hit the car in front of you. Was that text that important? That one text could have waited. Every day, people text while driving and do not realize the risk that they're taking. According to Texting and Driving website, in 2011, 23% of all car collisions were due to texting and driving. My purpose tonight is to persuade you not to text and drive. When my speech is over, you will have learned the dangers of texting and driving through teen texting and driving rates, the adult texting and driving rates, and what has and can be done to prevent it. In the last 4 years since I've been driving, I have had many friends get into wrecks and be seriously injured or die from texting and driving. Now I'd like to begin sharing with you how many teens have suffered from texting and driving. The amount of teens that are victims from texting and driving grows steadily. Texting while driving is quickly becoming America's leading epidemic, injuring 330,000 people last year and killing 11 teenagers each day. According to the Texting and Driving Safety website, 84% of teens 16 through 17 have cell phones. 52% say that they talk on their phones while driving. 34% claim they have texted while driving. When a person is texting while driving, they spend 10% of their time actually driving off the road. The average text takes a driver's eyes off the road for 5 seconds. Going at speeds at 55 miles an hour, 5 seconds is about the distance of a football field. Texting and driving is not considered multitasking. It's considered driving blind. According to the Federal Communications Commission's website, 27% of drivers aged 18 to 20 who were involved in the automobile accident and survived admitted that they were sending or receiving a text while crashed. This means that if 100 people got into an accident, 27 of them could have prevented it by just putting their phone down. As you can see by the graph shown, 83% of teenagers text while driving. 85% of those think that it is a problem, but 77% of these drivers believe that they can text and drive safely. The fact is, it isn't safe to text and drive no matter how good you think you are. Most children learn from their parents. The 83% of teenagers who said that they texted while driving had to have gotten the bad habit from somewhere. Let's look and see how many adults are guilty of texting and driving. Amazingly, according to No Texting and Driving website, texting while driving is becoming a new trend. 64% of adults admit to texting while driving. They also admit to doing this while their children or other people are in the vehicle. According to the AT&T website, 77% of teens, adults tell their kids not to email while driving. Yet adults do it themselves, all the time. Parents tend to nag about the dangers of texting and driving, but when it comes down to the statistics, they are just as guilty as teenagers. Lee Rainey, director of Pew Internet and America's Life Project, stated in an interview, "It is just as hard for adults as it is for teenagers to resist chatting with their friends or sending off a quick text in the midst of heavy traffic." As you can see from the chart shown, almost exactly half of adults are guilty of texting and driving. This shows that adults should start leading by example and putting down their phones. What can be done for all drivers who text? Now that I have told you that both teenagers and adults are both just as equally guilty of texting and driving, how can it be fixed? According to the Governor's Highway Safety Association website, Washington was the first state to pass texting ban in 2007. Currently, 39 states, D.C., Puerto Rico, Guam, the U.S. Virgin Islands, ban text messages for all drivers. Even though they have laws, Alabama being included, I still see texting and driving every day, and I'm sure you're guilty of it. If the laws are not stopping people, what will? I encourage all of you to stop texting and driving, and I also encourage you to encourage others not to text and drive. Whatever text message you have is not worth your life or someone else's. In conclusion, I hope you have made it clear, I have made it clear to you that texting and driving has to stop. Whether the law stops people or just you telling somebody to put their phone away makes people stop. A life or more could be saved. Hopefully, after discussing the amount of teenage texters, adult texters, and what could be done about texting and driving, and after seeing some of the pictures you have seen tonight, I hope I have persuaded all of you to wait and answer the text message. After all, is this text worth this?